My name is Michael Fay. I'm from Bellingham, and I'm retired from the Postal Service.
I met Mike 6 years ago. Mike had been doing some yard work, and his wife thought that he didn't look so great.
Lifting stone out in the backyard, but that wasn't the cause of it. I mean, it was a long time coming, and I just didn't feel right. And it wasn't like what you see on TV, the grabbing the chest. I just didn't feel right. I came in, and I said to my wife, "I'm going to lay down and take a nap." And she said that she didn't like the look.
That was my impression when I first saw him too. I said, "Mike, you don't look so good."
Well, I take pictures for the fire department now that I'm retired. I take pictures for the fire and the police department in Bellingham. And I told her, don't bother them, they're busy enough. And she disagreed with me and she called them, and I have to tell you, I've been married 35 years this September 11th, and I gotta tell you, there's sometimes I'm glad you just don't argue with your wife.
Soon after arrival, we had an EKG that showed he was having a heart attack.
There was a time there where my pressure really dropped, and Dr. Hopkins, I kept looking at him, and I gotta be honest with you, I had some good faith in him, but I was still scared, very, very scared.
Ultimately, it was one of those cases that we were very fortunate to have the team there to provide care in an instant to him.
We are the safety net for our entire community. You never know when your time of need or someone in your family or one of your friends is going to have something that is going to be emergent and acute.
I think for patients, having an emergency department so close to home is not just a nice thing, it's a have-to thing. When I was thinking about why is it that Milford Regional Emergency Department needs to be here, you know, as a small community hospital that does things in a big way, it's so important to have an emergency department close to home because so much of the critical things that happen, illnesses and diseases like heart attacks and stroke, are so time sensitive. And having a hospital, quality hospital, which we're one of the best, so close to home is the difference between life and death or life and living, but living with a bad outcome.
We are here 365 days a year, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Unfortunately, a lot of patients will need the emergency department for critical illnesses, and we need your support in order to have a department that we can continue to provide this high quality care with adequate space. And one of these days, it may be you or your family that is requiring emergency care, and we just want to be able to provide you with the state-of-the-art equipment, with the highest level of expertise and the highest quality of care.
Someday, you could need us. You could need this hospital, and you know, and anything you can do will help. And what else can you say? They can't do it by themselves.